Let's begin. Joke number one. The title for someone who sells your home is pronounced realtor. I've always pronounced it real estate agent. Joke number two. Platypus. What the heck is it? Platypus. What the hell is it? What the heck? No, I'm kidding. That'd be really awkward if I just did that the whole night. Hey, you guys, look at you. You are out here at Barley Island on a Wednesday night in Noblesville. That's awesome. Because you guys could have chosen to be anywhere. It is Noblesville, Indiana, after all. Right? I mean, you could have gone to a friend's house. You could have gone to the Hamilton Town Center. You could have gone to, like a friend's house. No, I'm kidding. I give Indiana a hard time. I really shouldn't. I love Indiana. I don't think you appreciate Indiana until you've lived somewhere else. My wife and I lived in Las Vegas for a while. We were traveling out there. I'm gonna take this off the stand, he says, as he moves the stand over here. We were driving out there. My wife was pregnant at the time, and the fetus was using her bladder like it was open gym at Sky Zone, you know what I mean? So the doctor showed us a sonogram, an ultrasound. I swear to God, the video looked like it was like a halftime show at an NBA game where the mascot comes out and jumps off and does except it wasn't a raptor with an oversized head. It was my daughter. But because, she was jumping on the bladder, we had to stop every 3-4 exits and use the bathroom, right? So it felt like, a trip that should have taken 3 days. Took much. Lewis and Clark made better time out west than my wife and I. Lewis and Clark.
Who are they?
Sacagawea. And what are the chances, by the way, that Sacagawea is not her pronunciation? You know what I mean? That's probably not how she pronounces her name. I feel like white people, we have a very bad habit of just taking any name with any sort of cultural beauty or heritage to it and just butchering the hell out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I picture Meriwether Lewis, that's his name, Meriwether Lewis talking to Sacagawea. Sacagawea, is that how you pronounce it? And by the way, my Meriwether Lewis impression, spot on. Spot on. If Meriwether Lewis had a safe that had some sort of voice recognition software guarding it, 2 people in the world would open that safe. Meriwether and myself. So, Sacagawea, is that how you pronounce it? No, it's Sacagawea is to mean dance with dawn. Sacagawea. Oh, Sacagawea. No, Sacagawea. Sacagawea. Saku. Julie. Sacagawea. Sacagawea, lovely. Could you make me some more corn, please? Anyways, we stopped at an exit somewhere in Arizona, and this was during a time in Arizona. Arizona had just passed this really crazy law where they could essentially, law enforcement agencies could essentially ask for citizens' documents to prove that they were a legal citizen, right? And so if you're familiar with Arizona's proximity to Mexico, you might assume that the Hispanic community felt that that was unjust, or or perhaps a legalized form of racial profiling. And you'd be correct. I just want you to remember that for later. We'll come back to that. So we stop at this exit to get some gas, and listen, I'm not sure about the socio-economic demographics of Arizona. I've only driven through it once. I don't know if the exit we pulled into was the bad part of town. I can't say for sure. What I can say for sure is that the other merchants at this exit included a used furniture outlet store, a cash advance store, and not one but two liquor stores. There was not a Banana Republic or Crate and Barrel in sight. I Google mapped nearest Starbucks, and the results said, "Get the hell out." Get the hell out, he said. Oh. Anywho. And so I was a little nervous, right? Because I was pretty sure this was not, this is not the good part of town. So my wife goes in, and I'm like, "Jamie, just hurry up. Get in there, get out, do your thing." She's like, "Gotcha. You want a Diet Dew?" "Jamie! Of course I want a Diet Dew. I'm a grown-ass man." And by the way, the law of the land says that when you turn 18, you become an adult. That's not exactly true, guys. The day you become an adult, is the day you find yourself drinking a Diet Dew, listening to NPR's Fresh Air with Terry Gross, on your way to Lowe's to look at light fixtures for the hallway bathroom. Then, my friend, you'll know you're an adult. So she goes in to get the Diet Dew and presumably to use the bathroom. I'm filling up the 2007 Kia Sedona LX. Why LX, you ask? I don't know, maybe it's the leather trim. Maybe it's the faux wood center console. Comes standard. I don't like to brag about how much money I make as a teacher, but obviously I can afford a 2007 Kia Sedona LX. This guy knows what's up. So I'm filling up the gas tank, and a lowrider truck pulls up behind me, and out steps a young man. And let's just pause right here. I just want to say, speaking to this younger generation, that one of the problems, maybe the biggest problem our country faces right now, is prejudice, is racism, is this sense of hate, the sense of you're not as good as me because of the way you look, or because of who you love, or because of what you believe, right? We like to put people in little tribes here and say, you look like this, so you believe this, and you think this, and you're wrong, and I'm better than you. And that's wrong, and that is a cancer that is eating away at the moral fabric of our society. Having said that, the young man that stepped out, I can't tell you whether or not he was in a gang. What I can tell you is if a Hollywood casting agent called me up and said, "Hey, we're looking for a guy to play Hispanic gang member 1 in a new police drama. He needs to be sort of street tough and sort of weathered by poverty and just strife. Have you got anybody?" When I just found your man. So was he in a gang? I don't know. But the bandana and neck tattoo did not suggest a thriving career in finance. And he sees me. And he notices the one thing about me that every one of you noticed when I got up here. The cabeza. Yeah? He sees me, and what he does next is he gives me one of these. He gives me the Heil Hitler salute, folks. And I pee my pants just a little bit because in my head, the only frame of reference I have are like John Singleton movies, which is a reference no one will get, and then 90s gangsta hip hop, right? All that's going through my mind is Cypress Hill's "Fat boy on a diet, don't try it, I'll check your ass like a looter in a riot." I'm assuming he's gonna come up on me after the Heil Hitler and give me the kill shot. He's got a 9 or a Glock or a Gat. He's gonna pop a cap in my honky white ass. That's what's going through my mind. I'm scared. So I do what any comedian would do, and I try to diffuse the situation with a little bit of humor, right? So he gives me this, and I say, "Yeah, everybody thinks I'm a skinhead or that I have cancer." Well, all he heard was, "I have cancer." How do you know that? Because of what happens next. Marrying my wife and the birth of my 4 children, and this moment that happens next, are the pinnacle of my life. My man, Hispanic gangster number 1, comes over to me and gives me a hug. And I don't mean like one of those cool, one of those cool, boom like that, and you bring it in here like that. No, I'm talking full bore, like you're at the funeral of your best friend's mom and it's so sorry for your loss kind of hug. Like it is full bore, full on embracing me, okay? And it was cool. Like I kind of felt like, oh, I think I just got jumped into a gang somehow. I feel like I'm an honorary member of the Latin Kings all of a sudden. And, but I was in shock too, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, what the heck's going on? I thought I was gonna have to throw down, and now I'm getting a hug. No, you misunderstood. I said people think I'm a skinhead or that I have cancer. Neither one of those are true. I'm not a skinhead, I like all people, and I'm perfectly healthy. That's probably what I should have said. What I did say was nothing. And I just held the embrace, and I felt like, you know what? I'm teaching this guy a very valuable lesson about judging a book by its cover. He goes out on into the store there to presumably buy a 40 and some Newports. And I get back in the car, Jamie brings the Diet Dew. And she's like, what was that all about? I think I just saved a young man's life. And he drives away in the lowrider, and as he's driving away, hand to God, he gives me one of these. As if to say, stay strong. And I give him one of these. As if to say, have a nice day, young man. That's all the time I have. Thank you.